It's an Epcot Festival Day. We are here at Festival of the Holidays. This is a new to us festival. We have all kinds of holiday things that we are going to share with you, including food, Santa, storytellers, music,
and cookies.
And cookies, of course. We can't forget about the cookies. As with any of the Epcot festivals, you need to make sure that you pick up one of your little festival passports. This is going to have all your information that you need for the festival, including booth menus, shows, entertainment, anything that is having to do with the festival is going to be in here. If you are looking for show times for things like the Storytellers or the Candlelight Processional, those are going to be in the app, but everything else you're going to find in this little bad boy.
A great thing for little kids to do at any Epcot festival is the scavenger hunt. For Festival of the Holidays, it's Olaf's Holiday, I can't even remember the name of it. Holiday Tradition Expedition. That is a mouthful. Basically, you're gonna go around all of Epcot and find little Olaf figures. And once you complete all of those, you can get your little prize for that scavenger hunt. The prize for the scavenger hunt this year is a cookie cutter. If you're here for only like one day and you don't end up completing your scavenger hunt, you can just go ahead and pick up that completer prize when you purchase your map. The easiest spot we find to purchase your scavenger hunt map is here at Gateway Gifts, right under Spaceship Earth. And a bonus tip, they also have your festival gift cards. It's not very busy in here, so if you're someone that likes to use these little gift cards to budget for your festival, this is a great place to get it. It helps, like I said, keep you on budget. The biggest draw of any Epcot festival is, of course, all the food booths. We are going Canada way, so if you think that's wrong, don't add us. The food just sounded a little bit better starting this way. I have the gingerbread milkshake. You can get this with a whipped cream vodka. This is the non-alcoholic one. That's a good gingerbread cookie. That's yummy. We also got the turkey poutine from the same booth. Fresh turkey, gravy, cheese curd, sweet potato fries, crispy onions, and a cranberry relish. It's the best part of Thanksgiving, all wrapped up into one dish. If you happen to be here when the weather is like it is today, where it's like low 60s and kind of rainy, this is perfect. It's so good. They did make it pretty fresh, so because of that, you may have to wait a while for it, so just put on your patient pants. You'll be fine.
Something that might be my favorite thing about this festival is how it literally just smells like Christmas. Like, it smells like your Christmas meal and cookies and hot chocolate. Like, it just, because of all the food and like the food booths, it's just what it smells like in the air, and it's quite delightful. We didn't go very far. We stopped at Canada. We got the salmon. We got the snickerdoodle cookie, which is about the cookie stroll. Talk about that in a second. And then we got a blonde ale that Mark Allen's going to try. I'm going to start with this salmon. You know, this looked a little questionable at first, but this does actually look like it's cooked pretty decently. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. You know, that's cooked really well. A lot of these food booths, the food is cooked in bulk. And so sometimes like things like fish could be a little bit questionable. This is very, very tender and like melt in your mouth. Quite delightful. I might have Mark Allen try this. Let's give this cookie a try. One of the fun things that you can do at this event is the cookie stroll. We have been waiting all year to do this, and I'm so excited. In your festival passport on the back page, you'll see a list of all of the participating booths with like the cookies that you can get. If you get 5 cookies, you can get your like completer prize cookie. Whenever you order one of these cookies, you get a stamp in your book, and then you can go and get your completer prize. They can be 5 different cookies. They can be 5 of the same cookie. It doesn't really matter. It's you just have to have 5 cookies. We're starting out with this snickerdoodle, and OMG, this looks amazing. It looks like it has like caramel and chocolate and like maybe some kind of nuts or something. It doesn't really taste like a snickerdoodle. It is very good. It almost tastes kind of like peanut butter. I think that's because of the peanuts on it. It's very good though. Well, now I'm just sad. It's not a snickerdoodle. It's a Snickers cookie, but they're calling it a snickerdoodle.
First drink for us of Festival of the Holidays 2023, we have the Maple Cookie Blonde Ale. It sounds really good. Let's hope we get beginner's luck. I mean, it's a great ale. I don't get maple or cookie. If you like ale, it's great. Let's see what the cookie connoisseur thinks of this. It's a good cookie, but it's the worst snickerdoodle I've ever had. This is not a snickerdoodle.
This fair village, greetings! I have been known by many names. There are some who call me Santa Claus. But here in the United Kingdom, I am Father Christmas. And I have been around for many years, bringing holiday joy to good children throughout the land. Yes. Oh, I've received letters from many of you this year. Yes. Oh, I've received letters from all of you, my friends. Yes. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. La 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 la. I do want to indulge you with one more wish. And if you would sing along. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
What's a holiday festival without good old Saint Nick? In most of the country pavilions during this festival, you will have the storytellers. These might be characters like Saint Nick or a whole bunch of other people, or it could just be some fun storytellers telling the holiday traditions of those different countries. We just finished here in the UK watching Father Christmas, telling the backstory behind some of the really cool traditions that are popular in the UK revolving around Christmas. You can find the show times for each of these if you go into the My Disney Experience app, go to the map and then filter by entertainment, and then you'll be able to find all of those offerings and show times on there. Performances are really what makes this festival really special. However, something to be aware of is that because a lot of these are outside, if there is inclement weather like rain, some of these performances could get cut short or they may not happen. So just make sure that you are flexible with your schedule and be keeping an eye on show times. For example, we just tried to watch the Joyful Singers, and we did get to catch them a little bit. That was actually our second time today trying to catch them because the rain keeps kind of canceling, but at least we did get to see a little bit. We're at another cookie stop.
The cookie connoisseur has returned, this time at Connections Cafe, aka the Starbucks. They do not, I repeat, do not have a liege waffle, a special liege waffle for this festival. Instead, they have the sugar cookie.
I really like them.
It's fine.
I like it. It's soft.
It is really soft. It's just the teensy bit dry, but I wish it was a frosted sugar cookie.
It wouldn't be as good.
The cookie connoisseur will
I
just
like
have
it.
to agree to disagree. It is round 2. We are back. Outfit change, wardrobe whiplash, and we are in front of Creations to tell you all about the merch. So the merch for this festival is what little bit there is for this festival. It is really nice. They have a nice ornament and a couple nice pins and a AP exclusive zipper hoodie jacket thing.
Yep. There's not a ton of it, but it is really cute what there is. You can find the merchandise here at the Creation Shop, and there may be some other like smaller booths around World Showcase that you may see them at, but primarily this is going to be probably your easiest location to shop.
If you're wanting just normal holiday merch, you will also find a lot of that here.
That's all over the place.
And over by Canada yesterday, we did see a Hanukkah booth that had all
Yes.
the Hanukkah
Yes.
merchandise line.
Yep,
So
yep.
if that is something that you're looking for, that is a great spot to check it out.
I do love that they are expanding upon like the holidays that they celebrate for Festival of the Holidays, because it's not just Christmas. I like that it's all the holidays. It's great.
Okay,
Let's go eat some more food.
more food.
We have stopped at the booth Nochebuena Cocina, which is kind of by like where like Flavors from Fire, if you're familiar with that, was for Food and Wine Festival, kind of right outside the Creation Shop. Everything on the menu here looks and smells and sounds amazing. I'm starting with the tamale. That sauce is delicious. It's got a really lovely smoky flavor, but it's not like, it's got like the teensiest bit of a kick, but it's not spicy by any means. It more just has like a really good smoky flavor. And then the drink is called the Ponche Navideño. I think that's how you say it. It's Christmas punch with apples, pears, guava, oranges, dried hibiscus, brown sugar, tamarind, cinnamon sticks, and clove. And it is served warm. It smells so good.
It's non-alcoholic.
And it's non-alcoholic. Yes, that's very good. That's just like the perfect warm fall, like not cider, but like kind of reminiscent of that. That is delicious.
Cookie Connoisseur is back for day 2. This is the spiced chocolate cookie. Also, I've learned if you want like the best possible bite, you gotta break it in half and just like, I don't get a lot of spice, but honestly, if you've had like a nice rich chocolate cake, that's basically what it tastes like. Again, this one is just slightly dry, but the flavor's really good.
We have made it over to the Odyssey, and this booth basically just has a ton of cookies and sweets. So this is the Holiday Hearth desserts. So we got the Spaceship Earth salted caramel cookie. This is not part of the cookie stroll, but it just sounds and looks absolutely incredible. It's actually pretty dry. It's really dry. I think if it didn't have the caramel, this would be a terrible cookie. But the caramel is really good with it.
It would not be a stop at the Odyssey without a beer flight. This is the Holiday Hearth Desserts Beer Flight. Starting off, we have the Wicked Weed Brewing Jack Frost IPA. Brewdog, it's a Butte not Clark. Pecan and Toffee Stout. And then the Wicked Weed Brewing Milk and Cookies Imperial Milk Stout. Starting off with the Jack Frost IPA. That's pretty good. Nice and light. Still pretty hoppy. Not bad. The It's a Butte Pecan and Toffee Stout. Oh, that's delicious. That's so good. That's a winner. That's a really good stout. The Milk and Cookies Imperial Milk Stout. That one's not as strong as a flavor. I really like the Pecan and Toffee Stout. It's a Butte.
And why is this booth all cookies? Well, this is also where you can meet Santa, and we all know Santa loves cookies. So Santa does do a meet and greet here pretty much all day long. You can find the times in your My Disney Experience app. There's a fun little photo op, and if you have PhotoPass, you can even get your photos with Santa. Definitely stop by here to get your Christmas photos.
Next up is Las Posadas Holiday Kitchen, and we got the tamale de barbacoa, and to drink, we ended up getting the apple manzana margarita. I also love that this tamale it's not wrapped in a corn husk, but it's at least served on one, so props to Mexico, because the one at the first one that we had, I forget the name of that booth, was not. That's so good. That barbacoa is delicious. That sauce is amazing. Oh my word, that's really good. I think it's better than the other one. It's not as spicy as the other one. Not that the other one was incredibly spicy by any means. Still very good. I'm gonna try the apple margarita. I don't know how to drink this with the whipped cream. I feel like it's just gonna go right up my nose. It's pretty good. It's pretty apple-y. It's just really awkward to drink. It's good. I don't think I would get it again necessarily. Like it's a very sweet margarita. It's really, really sweet.
So Refreshment Outpost actually had a lot of things I want to try, so we may have to come back another day, but we did get the peanut stew. I have heard that this is really good. It is plant-based, so I think it's like potatoes. It looks like potatoes and rice and then the peanut sauce. Wow. Oh, she's spicy. That is packed with a lot of flavor. And this is a huge portion. It is really spicy. Don't get this if you don't like spicy things, but that is very, very good. Now let's try a drink. My mouth is on fire. For drinks, I got the chai ginger mule. I like mules, and so this was sounded like a fun take. They put a little cinnamon stick, and I love that they put it in a little mule. It's plastic, but I like that they put it in a little mule glass. So this is spicy in like a whole other way. This is very autumnal. Like it has a lot of those fall spice tastes. It's not spicy. You do get a lot of that flavor. So wow, those are two very flavorful offerings. Let's see. Mark Allen got a gingerbread beer, so let's see what he thinks of that.
So this is the gingerbread white stout. At first, I thought they gave me the wrong drink, and then I remember that it's a white stout. I've never had a white stout. Don't even know if I've heard of a white stout.
You're about to.
It's fine. Still not as good as the pecan toffee stout. No, it was a porter, wasn't it? Wasn't it a porter? Whatever that second one was that I tried. That thing was so good. It's fine. I don't get gingerbread. It's just an ice cold, refreshing beer. It's fine.
So we are trying a booth that normally I skip. The Germany booth, typically, like I don't really love German food, and most of the time for the festivals, they don't really have stuff that I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. But this time it is different. They have this cheese fondue in a bread bowl, and then a Linzer cookie, which Mark Allen has been waiting years to try this Linzer cookie. So I'm gonna try the beer cheese, or well, it's not beer cheese. I want it to be beer cheese. I'm gonna try this cheese fondue. I think it is beer cheese. Or it's Gouda. Maybe it's Gouda. Oh my god. That is so good. That is such good cheese. I have no words. That is so good. Wow.
Also, I need to take an alcohol break, but I'm gonna try a potato. That was so good. Yeah, that's amazing. That is such a strong cheese flavor, but in the best way possible. Best of the best. Like on the list. We have a list.
Like top 3.
Top 3.
That's so good.
Is amazing. I see you, Germany. Don't fail me with this Linzer cookie that I have literally been waiting years for. Because as we mentioned, this is our first time at Festival of the Holidays. Because we could never come during the holidays because we always had to work. Oh dear, it's breaking. This jelly is really good. But why are all the cookies dry? They're all so dry. Why? The flavor is really good. But truly, it's just really dry. I'm mad.
Hallo kleines Fräulein, haben Sie heute Zeit, mit mir auszugehen, nur zum Zeitvertreib. Katzen brauchen furchtbar viel Musik. Katzen brauchen furchtbar viel Musik.
What I love about Epcot is that not only do they celebrate the cultures with all the storytellers and entertainment, you can also kind of take part in it. So we've made our way into the Christmas store here in Germany to tell you something that is here actually all year round, and that is the pickle ornaments here in the Christmas store. So the whole premise about the pickles is that traditionally in Germany, if you hide a pickle ornament on your tree, whoever finds it first on Christmas morning basically gets a fun little special present. You have a Mickey pickle, a pickle, a jar of pickles, sliced pickles, and sparkly pickles. So you can choose whatever type of pickle you want.
I vote sparkly or Mickey.
Should we do the Mickey pickle?
Well, I guess our tree is Disney, so it would make sense.
It would make sense. I think we need to get a Mickey pickle.
Can you show me your Mickey pickle? You don't even like pickles.
I don't. I hate pickles.
But you love your Mickey pickle?
I do. Since we're still in Germany, it's time to tell you about one of my favorite fun facts about any Epcot festival, and that is right here at the model trains, the miniature train set, whatever you want to call it. All around World Showcase and around Epcot, you'll see banners for the festival that is going on while you're here. They just so happen to change them out for the train set as well. It's just one of those small details that makes Epcot Epcot, and I love. Next up on food booths / holiday kitchens is America. They do have some really good sounding options, but between the two of us, we're just getting very full. So I only got the gingerbread man. He looks, he's very cute.
He looks cute. Well, you have to eat his head first.
Again, why is every cookie so dry? Like, the flavor's really good, it's dry and hard. Maybe the beer flight will make up for it. All of these honestly sounded really good. First up on the beer flight, and all of these are all local beers, which I really appreciate. The first one is the Crooked Can Brewing Company Hopbug IPA. Next, we have the Three Daughters Brewing Eggnog White Porter. $3 is usually pretty good. And last but not least is the Playa Linda Brewing Company Peppermint Chocolate Stout. So first up is the Hopbug IPA. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of worried about this because hop in the name. Very hoppy, not the most hoppy IPA I've had, but still a good IPA nonetheless. Sometimes these Three Daughters can be a hit or miss. This is the Eggnog White Porter. That's good. Man, they're nailing these porters at this festival this year. Still not as good as the one in the Odyssey, but good nonetheless. I would get a full one of those. And then this is the Peppermint Chocolate Stout. No. I get what they're going for. You do get the peppermint and the chocolate. It just is not well executed. I don't like that one. The peppermint is almost like medicinally toothpastey. Dang. Maybe we should have gotten the turkey and then been in a turkey coma in 5 minutes. I'll sit here and get my money's worth with this eggnog white porter.
Candlelight Processional is an incredibly popular entertainment offering here at Festival of the Holidays, probably the most popular one of the year. This is one that, unless you are okay with waiting in a really long line, you're gonna want to try and get a dining package to see this show. Like I said, it's very popular. They have celebrity narrators that come and they sing Christmas songs, and it's like a whole cool thing, but definitely try and grab a dining package if you can. Fun little secret hack, because some of the dining packages can be hard to book. A lot of them might be booked out depending on the date, but at Regal Eagle, which is a quick service, if you get there earlier in the day, you can actually get a quick service dining package for Regal Eagle to get the special seating for this show. And it's a heck of a lot cheaper too. We're starting to lose some light, so we're getting kind of towards the end of food booths, but we are at one of my favorites, at least one of the booths that's usually my favorites, and that is the Japan Pavilion. I'll be honest, most of the stuff at this festival looked pretty basic, but I mean, sushi just sounds fantastic, and how cute is this little sushi tree? It's basic, but it's really solid. If you want some kind of like just super cream cheesy sushi, that's pretty tasty. You're gonna hear lots of drumming because both the Japan drummers and the musicians in Morocco are playing at the same time.
There's lots of different rhythms.
Anyways, we got these sweet potato mochi from the Japan Pavilion too. These look like they're gonna taste really good, but they also look really gross.
They're squishy cheers. Squishy cheers.
I spit it out. Don't get that. That's gross.
That is so disgustingly chewy.
No, that was gross. Get the sushi instead.
Or if you're like me and don't like seafood, skip the entire booth. From L'Chaim, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, we got the potato latkes. I've never had a latke before, and I'm so excited. This looks amazing. They do also have one that comes with like salmon and stuff on top, but this one just sounded really good. This one, because it doesn't have the salmon on it, is plant-based, which is pretty nice. You can also request the latke without the drizzle, so there's like dill and stuff in this, which I'm not a huge fan of dill, so I'm a little curious to see if I'll like this. It's cooked really well. The dill is pretty heavy, so I think next time if I were to get this again, which I definitely would, I would get it without the dill. The dill is pretty prominent. It's a very prominent flavor throughout the dish. We actually did complete our cookie stroll. This is like a new book and an extra. This is the black and white cookie. I'm gonna bite right in the middle to get the black and white.
Cookie connoisseur is not pleased with the cookies.
The flavor, again, much like any of the cookies, is really good, but again, it's kind of dry. This one is like more chewy. So if you've had like fresh gingerbread, that's about the texture of it. But yeah, it's just dry. The flavor is really excellent. You can almost taste like maybe it's just the white chocolate, but almost like a citrusy thing throughout it. But yeah, it's just really dry and chewy.
This is our last booth for the evening, kind of finishing out. There is a lot more stuff to try, but we wanted to show you the things that we were most excited. We are at the France Pavilion, and I have seen everyone and their mom walking around with this frozen hot chocolate martini. I wasn't going to get it, but because I saw so many people drinking it, I was like, well, I need to see what the hype is about, so chocolate. That's pretty good. Sweet, but not like a sickly sweet. It's a really good martini.
Since this is our last booth of pretty much the festival, we've pretty much stopped at every festival booth that there is. So the booths that we did not try were Italy, China, and then the 3 D100 booths, because those were the same menu from Food and Wine. So Wine and Wedge, Char and Chop, and Swirled Showcase. To put it into perspective, we put $200 on our gift card, and we used all but $23.80, which means we spent $176.20. That was basically a day and a half between the two of us. So obviously you can do that a lot cheaper. So if you maybe only want to spend $100, just load $100 on your gift card and you're done. And that's honestly the really nice thing that I love about those gift cards, is that they're seriously a great way to budget. We usually do $200, and then once we're done, we're done. And that still gets us to try a lot of things. But obviously we live here, so we can come back day after day after day. Also from the France booth, this is the gingerbread log. I mean, it's a log, but I was expecting more like a swirly Yule log, like a Swiss roll. And this is not. Oh, it seems very dense. Oh no.
Oh
It
no.
won't even stay on my fork. Oh, this seems very dry and hard already. This is the festival that you just need to bring a bottle of water with you because everything is incredibly dry. All of the desserts are so dry, which stinks because this festival, everything is either really heavy or it's going to put you in a diabetic shock.
There are 2 attractions that you don't want to miss if you are visiting for the festival or really just during the holiday season. One is Imagination with Figment, which this one, I mean, it's not like a huge overlay, but you can catch Figment in his cute little Christmas sweater. If you're planning on riding this one, keep your eye out for that. The other one is one of, honestly, my favorite ride overlays of any ride overlay they ever do at any of the parks, and that's Living with the Land. They deck it out in Christmas lights, and oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. If you are riding that attraction, I highly recommend waiting until nighttime. You can do it during the day too, it's still really pretty, but it really comes to life at night. We're gonna go do that now, and we'll show you what I'm talking about, because it's gonna blow your mind. And that, my friends, is Festival of the Holidays.
2023 edition.
That was really fun. I enjoy that festival a lot. I still don't think that it is my favorite festival. I think my favorite is still Festival of the Arts, which that'll be happening in January. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
But it's also not our least favorite festival either.
We did have a lot of fun. I really love the Storytellers. I think that is a super cool, unique addition to this festival, and I love that it really teaches you about all these different cultures, and I think that is so special. The food is also pretty good.
Yeah, and I still don't think it would be my favorite food festival. I think my favorite food festival is still Festival of the Arts and or Flower and Garden Festival.
Flower and Garden has the best food. This one, I did like how manageable like the amount of food was. I feel like there wasn't an overwhelming amount of booths. You could probably do most of them in a day. I mean, we did pretty much all of them in a day and a half, no problem. So that is really nice. I think that there's a little bit of something for everyone. And I mean, obviously, if you're a Christmas person, you love Christmas. I mean, you can't beat that. And make sure you stay tuned because we do still have more Christmas things coming out over the next month. And that's all we have for you guys today. Now go create your ever after. Mark.
You're looking for a pickle ornament.
You don't even like pickles.
I don't need this, but look how beautiful.
What is happening right now? You gotta go pick out your pickle. Look at all the pickles. Look, they even got pickle chips. Mark, put it down.
This is $250.
Put it down.